On a quiet dairy farm on Vancouver Island, an 18-year-old girl keeps a secret no one would ever believe. Parked in her barn is a fully functional flying saucer. Tonight, that secret is taking her all the way to the far side of the moon, where she'll uncover a hidden Canadian base, an ancient lunar archive, and evidence that humanity has risen and fallen before, with the help and the wrath of the Annunaki. Her name is Wild Rose, a farmer's daughter born under cloudy skies and constant rain. By day she milks cows, fixes fences, and studies for exams she barely cares about. By night, she talks to the craft hidden in her family's barn, and to the artificial intelligence built into its core. Tonight, that AI has plotted a course to the one place no telescope on Earth can see directly: the moon's far side. This isn't a joyride. There's something wrong with the ship, a glitch the AI can't fully explain. But if she doesn't go tonight, she might never get another chance. And the AI keeps repeating the same phrase over and over. Farside coordinates locked. Priority. Discover. Engines hum. Hay bales rattle across the floor. And with a blast of light that no one on the island is awake to see, Wild Rose takes her family's biggest secret straight up through the clouds and out into the cold, silent dark. From up here, Vancouver Island is just a curve of green and cloud. Canada a sweep of darkness lit by city lights. The moon hangs ahead of her like an old, familiar stranger. But she's not going to the side we know from childhood photos. She's headed for the hidden face that never looks back at Earth. But halfway there, something snaps. The saucer buckles, alarms flare to life, and her only companion on this impossible trip, the AI voice in her ears, goes from calm to urgent. Together, she and the AI dive into emergency repairs, improvising with farm tools and half-understood alien systems. While she reroutes power and patches a cracked conduit, the AI digs deep into its own damaged memory banks and uncovers something it was never meant to show her: a hidden map burned into the ship's core, pointing to a single, impossible word: Farside. The coordinates aren't random. They lead to a structure hidden in permanent shadow, wrapped in old orbital debris and layers of secrecy. As she follows the map down into the moon's blacked-out craters, faint shapes emerge: radar dishes that don't belong to any public mission, docking arms lit in red and white, and a flag she knows all too well: the red maple leaf of Canada. She's found it. Farside, a secret Canadian base carved straight into the moon's hidden face. No transmissions, no signs of life, just silent modules and buried hangars, the ghosts of a program that never officially existed. Inside, Farside feels less like a base and more like a time capsule. Old Canadian mission patches peel from the walls. Frozen control rooms stare at dead monitors. But down one long, reinforced tunnel, Wild Rose finds something that changes everything she thought she knew about her country's history: the unmistakable silhouette of an Avro arrow. The arrow was never completely scrapped. One was hidden, modified in secret, and used as the first stage of a launch system that catapulted Canada's earliest astronauts up here, to Farside. Buried in its flight logs and dusty briefing rooms is a story no textbook ever told. Of a nation that quietly reached beyond orbit, alone, and found something already waiting on the moon. But Farside isn't just a military outpost. Beneath the hangars, deeper inside the moon, Canadian engineers followed a set of coordinates they didn't fully understand. They dug down and found doorways older than any human tool, carved into solid lunar rock. That's where Wild Rose is headed next. At the bottom waits the Farside archives, a vast chamber inside the moon itself, a library of light and stone, built not by Canadians, not by any modern nation, but by something far older. Here, Wild Rose discovers records of a previous human civilization, one that rose to incredible technical heights with the help of a mysterious race known as the Annunaki. The archives tell a story in silent images of Anunnaki visitors descending from the sky, granting humanity forbidden knowledge, advanced metallurgy, energy weapons, star navigation, and the art of war. With their guidance, humanity soared, until its ambitions terrified other, higher beings watching from beyond. In the end, the higher beings chose to reset the board. The archives show oceans rising, continents drowning beneath a worldwide flood, cities vanishing under walls of water. The Anunnaki, pursued and cut off from their human allies, fled to Mars only to face a final, brutal war that scarred that world's surface forever. Standing in the heart of the moon, Wild Rose realizes she's found more than a secret Canadian base or a forgotten arrow. She's uncovered proof that our story on Earth is only one chapter in a much older war in the stars. And this archive, waiting on the far side of the moon, might be the key to what happens next. If you want to follow her deeper into Farside, the Anunnaki, and the hidden history beneath our feet and above our heads, subscribe and join me for the next part of this journey.